Do you ever feel overwhelmed trying to determine the right prices for your e-commerce products? If you're a Christian entrepreneur, then stick around because in this video, I'm going to be sharing the 3 simple steps to easily price your products for maximum profit. So let's dive right on in. Well, what's up, authority builders? Welcome back to another episode of the Angelica Prather Show. Here, we equip kingdom entrepreneurs like you to build a God-centered business that impacts the kingdom and impacts your income. And so if you're selling online, but you're struggling with pricing, you're not making a true profit, and you're like, I know God told me to start this, clothing line. I know he told me to start this hair care product line. Whatever capacity you are at in your business, your e-commerce business, it can even be courses. And this video is for you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to never miss an episode. If you're new here, don't check out with me. Definitely hit that subscribe button, okay? So pricing your products for profitability is critical for your business. I cannot stress this. This is actually one of the most vital pieces of your business, but it doesn't need to get crazy. And you don't need to get no gray hairs over it, even though as soon as I turn gray, I'm team gray. Okay, moving right along. So I just want to share these 3 tips to take the stress out of the process because I am not about the stress life, okay? So let's just start with how to price your products. First, you want to add up all your variable costs, okay, per product. An effective pricing strategy comes down to understanding the costs. That's my first point. Calculate your costs. So many Christian entrepreneurs or so many entrepreneurs in general miss this point. They only focus on the obvious costs. I'm going to be sharing with you some of the not so obvious costs, okay? And so you need to fully understand what it costs to create. If you are creating the products, if you're delivering your products, you need to actually know that as well, down to the cent. So you want to tally up the expenses like materials, labor, shipping, overhead. Don't forget to value your time in that particular formula, okay? And if you order products, you'll have a straightforward answer. That's usually a lot easier. If you have a manufacturer or a distributor that you're getting your products from, that's much easier to come up with a straightforward answer. You'll know exactly how much each unit costs, which is the cost of goods sold. But if you are making your products, this is where it gets a little tricky. And I've helped hairstylists, I've helped other e-commerce business owners to really show them that there are costs that they're leaving on the table. And they'll just come up with a random, it's like, I'm going to sell this for $20. I'm like, that's why you're not making any money, because it takes so much more to craft up a price when you are actually making your product. So giving you a quick example, let's just say per unit, the material cost is $5. The labor is $3, and don't knock me on that. Package and shipping comes out to $2. Your total cost comes to $10. That's super easy to kind of figure out. This is where most businesses get it wrong when it comes to that just flat price. They're like, oh, it cost me $10 because I took it in consideration. So here are some of the fixed costs and the variable costs of goods sold that I want you to actually listen to this example. Cost of goods sold, $3.25. Production time, $2, and this could be $2 per minute, $2 per hour. All right, so packaging is $1.78, promotional materials 75 cents per item, and the shipping is $4.50. And if you're paying affiliate commission, $2 per product, that brings your total per product cost at $14.28. I hope you're tracking with me. I know I gave you a lot of numbers. You should get your pen and paper. You can always rewind this and come back. In this example, your total per product cost ends up being $14.28, because a lot of people don't even take in consideration that if and when the business, a great way of getting more production out is affiliates, and that comes out of your profits. You have to calculate that in. Even if you're at the beginning and it's your desire in 1 year that you would like to get affiliate marketing done in your business or in your products, this is something that you need to be accounting for now, and you can be putting that money away. So when people are selling the products and promoting the products, you have resources to pay them, okay? Or you're looking for brand partnerships, you're looking for some content creators to partner with, you can actually give an incentive. You can actually give them something that is of value, even if it's 20% per product, then you know exactly what that number is. That should be included in the costs, all right? Entrepreneurs, kingdom entrepreneurs, you know that God is calling you to greatness, going beyond what you've already done in your business. You've been looking on the sidelines and you're like, I want to create a business and scale a business that goes beyond just the status quo. No longer should we sit on the sidelines when we serve the ultimate God. See, God is looking for radical people to do the work on this earth, and your business is a sign and a testament that God trusted you to do something on this earth. Well, I want to just have a special invitation to invite you into Authority Builders, which is a community for Christian entrepreneurs just like you. If you are a woman entrepreneur who want to grow a God-centered business and make a lasting impact, number one, on the kingdom, but number two, make that coin as well, then Authority Builders is right for you. You want to hit that link down in the description below and sign up for the waitlist. This is not your ordinary community. This is God-led, Holy Spirit-led, but we also partner with practicality. So you're going to learn exactly how to charge for your services. You're going to learn how to let the Holy Spirit lead you to know that you can hear the voice of the Lord. So it's not just going to be from me in there. There are going to be tons of other educators that's going to come and speak to you how to write the book. Maybe God is calling you to do certain things in your life that you just been sitting on the sidelines waiting because you're like, I just want to do what I'm called to do and do it quietly. That's all good. But God is looking for you to take a stand in today's world. So, are you ready to grow your business that makes a lasting impact for the kingdom of God? Go ahead and join the waitlist for Authority Builders. I promise you will not be disappointed. Now, let's get back to this episode. So this strategy is what is called, this pricing strategy is cost plus pricing. That's the strategy. And I did a whole entire video on that. It is I have a whole entire playlist that's all about pricing strategies. I'll put that link in the description so you guys can go and watch which pricing strategy is best for you. And it's simply one of the simplest ways to price your products. The most important element of that pricing strategy is that you need to be able to sustain your business, whatever pricing strategy that you're going to use, okay? Your selling prices need to be able to keep you in business, not put you out of business, okay? And so I want to show you the actual data that how I help my clients and the tool, which I did on a previous video, the Yummy Money. I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like in real time, okay? When it comes up with your pricing, okay? Okay, so now I am showing you my retail calculator that really helps. Once we identify all of the costs, then we bring our product here because now we have a final wholesale price. And that's in your business before you actually mark it up and figure out the final price. So in this calculator that I'm showing you that I have advised and created myself is where I put some products in here, shampoo, the wholesale price after you calculate everything, whether your products are made or they're bought from a manufacturer, you should know what the wholesale price is. And so let's say we've added up our commission, we've added up our labor, we've done all of that, and it ends up coming out, these numbers are just fake for now, but it ends up coming up to, let's say, $15. The suggested for that particular product ends up being $60. And a lot of people's like, I can't charge that. I'm going to be out of business before I even get that, which is why it's very important to keep your costs extremely low. And so that number is a high number, but I'll show you something that's a little lower. So let's say the cost of your products and goods sold, which is your wholesale price, right, comes out to be $4.50. And you hear these numbers. If you ever watch Shark Tank, you hear these numbers, $4.50. This markup is 200%. That's the markup and the profit I'm showing you, okay? This is why it's very important that when we know our costs, we put that in the wholesale side the suggested markup is by 200%. Most people just do 50% and they're like, oh, I got the product for $5. I'm going to sell it for $10. That's why you're not making money, because you haven't taken into the cost of everything else that goes into it. And there's so much other hidden costs that you're ignoring, okay? And so my suggestion is to always mark it up 200%, because it leaves room for marketing, it leaves room for production, it leaves room to expand, and for you as a CEO to take a profit. And if you want to bring employees into this e-commerce business, you need to be able to pay them their value for helping your business be successful. This is why we don't have a big marketing budget, and so many people are on the struggle bus because we don't price our products correctly. So giving you another example, let's say I have conditioner here that's not accurate. So let's say your conditioner, after you do every piece of the cost, it's about $6.70, a little higher. That suggested price would be $26.80. So the suggested markup price is $20.10, and the final retail product price should be $26.80. Now this gives you a range. You should be no lower than $20, and you can find yourself in the middle. So this is where it's going to give you the most profit, but I like to just follow it to the T, okay? So let's say you are a clothing line, just giving you another example before we move on to our step number 2. You wanted to start a clothing line. You're going to be selling your own hoodies with your own branding and everything on that. Each hoodie costs you, after you do all of your calculated costs, ends up coming $15. The lowest price is $45. But based on our 200% markup, which gives you a great range for more resources to come into that business, $60 would be the recommended final price, okay? So like I'm showing you the minimum, the bare minimum versus the highest point that you can be at. Now, you as CEO, you can't put your feelings into it. You have to be able to make a profit. And if you're not making a profit, you're going to be out of business. And that's not doing business with the spirit of excellence, okay? So last example is, let's say you're going to be selling coffee mugs, and I spelled coffee wrong, so let me put my other E there. I just be putting myself on Front Street. All right, so that coffee mug costs you at a wholesale for everything, it's $4.50. The suggested price for the markup is $13.50, which brings your final cost to $18. Okay, so know the difference. The difference is with the suggested markup is with 200%. The final retail cost is what you should be actually selling that particular product at. Okay, so we're going to move on to step number 2. All right, so step number 2 is research competitor and market prices. You want to be able to actually know, where do you stand in the market where your prices are. I am a firm believer of premium pricing, but that might not be for you. Is your your competition pricing higher or lower? So check both in-person and online stores. This market research helps you to position your pricing strategy strategically. For an example, clear example, let's say your competitor sells for $15 to $20 per unit. Customers perceive the good value at $15, but the profits are very slim. So $20 nets healthy profits, but lower sales volume. So just depending on what your product is, this part is crucial, and a lot of people miss this mark as well. So search online marketplaces like Etsy or even eBay to see the price range for similar items to yours. But don't just stop there. I recommend utilizing like e-commerce data tools like Jungle Scouts or Helium 10. These analyze your competitors, so you can sort products by the criteria like the number of reviews, bestseller ranks, price points, and so much more. This generates an at-a-glance view of your niche so that you can have a benchmark appropriately. And I know that when I work with other e-commerce business or just looking at them, and I've had an e-commerce business selling hair care products, and mine was on the premium side. I was a lot higher for hair care products. However, because of the branding, because of the brand perception, because of the perceived value of what my education that was coming with the products, I sold to a certain demographics that was completely different than your average hair care products that you can get at Walmart or you get anywhere else. There was something that was coming along. So just to give you an example, let's say you're going to be selling art canvases as an example. We would search custom canvas wall art paintings and let the tool analyze the top 100 results. We'll find handmade art canvases priced from $150 to $400 plus the base on sizes, okay? And so we'll have room to price between $200 to $300. So let me know in the comments which competitor analysis tip you found the most helpful, or do you even conduct a competitive analysis? Most people don't, okay? So step number 3, test different prices. This one, they're like, that's the price and it's stuck and I'm final. And this is where most people get stuck at, because they're like, well, I was already selling it for $5. How am I going to increase it to $25? You're just going to do it. You're not making money. You're not making a profit. You're out of business before you even get started. That should be enough, but ding, 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 that doesn't always ring the bell. So since perceived value matters, don't sell from a fearful place. Don't let fear of choosing the wrong price stop you from relaunching or launching the business. Start by pricing where you can find the estimated good value. Then track results and adjust up or down accordingly. So for example, if we're going to be launching a product and it's $18 per unit, since it's towards the higher end of our competitors, if I sell like a variety of goods, we make increment decisions to increase the prices later. And so there's so many different pricing structures. Don't get stuck with, well, this is how I was selling it before. Be open-minded to change how you are pricing it. And you might attract a new segmented group. And it's nothing wrong with that, okay? So don't get stuck here. My goal is that you have these 3 easy steps to actually lead you to profitable pricing for your products and your business. I want you to make a profit. And was this video helpful? Let me know in the comments which pricing tip you plan to use first. So stick around for our next video, where I'll be explaining how to optimize your shipping rates to boost your profits even higher. So I hope this video is very helpful. Make sure that you like, comment, share. All of the resources that I mentioned are going to be in the description of this video. So keep aiming high, keep believing in yourself, and your journey to success starts with one simple step. And I'll see you next time. Bye.